It is winter here in Southern California. We've been knocking out winter maps. We did Glacial Trail and we did Dark Path. So to keep that going, I would like to do Alpine Run today. It's either between Alpine Run or Winter Park, and I just feel like Alpine Run is a harder one and it's gonna be more fun. But I wanna keep the hero wintry as well, and our two choices are going to be Captain Churchill, Slay Churchill, or Pat Fusty the Snowman. And I think for this particular map, it'll be better to do Sleigh Ride Churchill because we can put him in the back little corner here and he'll be a great shot down the path, and Pat would miss a lot of balloons. So maybe we'll use Winter Pat on Winter Park. Unfortunately though, this is one of my least favorite skins. Let me know if you agree, but it's just not there for me. It's not like it's completely terrible, but it's just a present with a Santa hat. Like, I'm just not the biggest fan of this skin. So hopefully he provides on this and makes it really easy for us to win. And I just noticed too that we are already a 111 level, meaning that we're not that far from level 150, and we're going to be getting those prestige purple stars pretty soon here. And I say we're not far, but then I think we might only be getting like 1 or 2 levels per video, so maybe it might take a little longer than I think. But for this map, I have some cool ideas. I think my 5th tier on chimps, I'm not going to tell you just yet, but I think we're going to change up something we haven't used before. I am really worried about using Churchill because I think last time we used him, he kind of let us down, right? Like, by the time you get him, you're already so far into it that it doesn't really matter. But we'll see what happens. Let's just get this thing going. We'll hit FN9, hit play, and we'll start off with the Dart Monkey right here. Now, I do not expect this to be the fastest run, and the reason why is because we can't put everything up at the front. But then again, Cubism was our fastest run by like over 5 minutes, and it had that same long front path too. So maybe we can make this work and knock it out like crazy. Now, we don't have Etienne, we have Churchill. So what I'm thinking we're gonna have to do is not do this. We're gonna have to place some better towers here. We'll just plaque everybody up at the front, and as soon as we can get Churchill, we'll place him down. Now, I wanted to place him where this dart was, but now I'm thinking, like, is that actually a good idea? Because by the time it gets there, his range isn't that big. You might be better off just placing him like on the opposite side of the boomerang. But I think we are gonna use a lot of boomerangs for this one just because he's such a great tower and his damage he does early on is so good. Actually, that's a huge range. That is a huge, what is he shooting? Jingle balls? I don't know about this guy. He's wrapped with a bow. I mean, he's as wintry and as Christmassy and as holidays you're gonna get, so he's perfect for this little map here. But at the same time, I'm just not a Churchill fan. I know he's good when you're going for the distance. Like, he's a great damage dealing tower and he knocks stuff out. But at the same time, like, I don't know about for speed runs. I'm hoping he can redeem himself today. I think we used him on another brick, which is technically an advanced map. So that could be a lot of the reason why too. Like, we expected him to work on like a harder map right off the go. So maybe we should build him up with some beginner like we're gonna do here. I don't know, but let's just do something cool. Let's go with like the bionic boomerang on this one. Change it up because it is just beginner mode, so it really doesn't matter. But speaking of the boomerang, I asked you guys to put your favorite names for the boomer, and I was gonna put it to a poll. That's what I did for the Dart Monkey, because if you didn't notice, our Dart Monkey is now named Curious George. I put a poll out there and everybody agreed that Curious George, not everybody, it wasn't unanimous or anything, but Curious George was the overall winner of names. And now we had the boomerang. Now, I was gonna put it on a poll, but I was thinking about just asking you guys here because there was 2 that stood out to me that were my favorite, or 3 actually. There was 3 that I want you guys to choose from. And the reason I say there was 3 is because these were doubled up on. Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? Let's do this and then do that. Oh my gosh, okay. We need to worry about that camo, so let's just put this here. Because I always want to talk in the beginning and like give you the updates and tell you what we're doing here and ask you this question, ask you that question, but then I forget that we're playing here. So I always have to like get into the groove too. And it's also 9:40 p.m. at the time I'm making this video. And so it's gonna be a late night. We'll be here till 12, or I was gonna say like noon a.m., but it's gonna be a late one. So gotta build it up and work it up here. But the boomer had 3 names that were doubled up on. Several people said Steve Irwin, as in the late and great animal guy that would wrestle crocodiles and pick up snakes, and he was just an awesome guy to grow up with, and he taught you a lot about different types of animals, especially the poisonous ones. He was the crocodile hunter, and so I thought it'd be a great name for a boomerang because his boomerangs are like, you know, Australian too. But then another name came up a couple of times, Boomer, right? Because like, okay, Boomer, that one came up. So do you guys like Boomer, Steve Irwin, or my personal favorite, they said Sokka, as in Sokka from Avatar The Last Airbender, because he has his trusty boomerang that always comes back. And I thought that was a really good one. So my favorite Sokka, Steve Irwin's another great one, and Boomer's just simple and sweet. So you guys let me know below what that one is, and I'm hoping it's a unanimous answer, like every single comment says the same thing. But if not, well, we might have to bring it to a poll. I'm hoping I don't. I'm hoping you guys just like, everyone just like, yeah, Sokka, you know what I mean? But we'll take it from there. Now we're already done here, but I just want to make sure, actually, why don't I just do that on 40 from now on? Just hit the button, like as soon as it comes out. Do we even need to worry about it? Like if I just keep hitting the 3 now, it'll instantly do it because there's not a MOAB until 40. So that's actually kind of a cool idea, just to make sure you instantly kill it. Yeah, there we go. That was the fastest thing you've ever seen because you didn't even see it. That's the whole point. Oh, I have to double click this one. Alpine Rune easy. There we go. Primary only. And Churchill, we're not going to get him for like 10 years. Oh my goodness. But we'll put this back here. We'll put this guy here, and then we'll put this one. Actually, let's just keep using the Boomer. We might go heavy on Boomers for this one just because he's a really good tower, and the fact that he has the double boomerangs from the monkey knowledge is so amazing. It reminds me of BTD5. I know I bring up BTD5 way too much, but it has my heart, guys. It stole it years ago, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get it back from BTD5. And basically, they had these little huts. I tell you this all the time, but they had these little huts, and those were like the version of monkey knowledge in BTD5, and you upgraded it for the tower that you were using. And the boomerang, once you fully maxed them out, he did this thing where he had 2 full boomerangs, just like what's going on here. But it was like ridiculous. Like you would go with the bionic boomer path and it would just double shot everything, and it would just tear through the entire game. It was so cool and so amazing, and I overused it all the time. The only downside was it didn't have camo. I got up for a quick second and I thought I let the game go, but it like paused it, so the timer kept going, and I come back and I'm like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. We're just like popping up stuff because I had to get up real quick, and the next thing I know, I just wasted like a minute. But I think we'll make up for it, so it's not that big of a deal. But that's the kind of things that happens with me in technology. One good thing I do have to admit about Churchill is his range is ridiculous. He shoots across the entire track, which is awesome. And then the other thing too is that he does do solid damage, and he does pop lead off the go, and then he eventually pops camo on level 6. Unfortunately, he's a very slow leveler, so it kind of does that. But I'm going into this with such a good positive attitude that I can guarantee you that he's gonna do his job and he's gonna perform well. See, that's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. It's like those affirmations. Like if you keep telling yourself over and over, like Churchill's so good, he's the best, he's gonna be awesome. Maybe he might be the best and he might be awesome. And what's really cool is that I thought this was gonna be a slower one, but we're actually keeping everything right at the front of the track, just like cubism. So it's just like snow cubism, snowbism. Is that pretty good? That was actually pretty dumb. I'm sorry. I'm a dad now, so I can say really stupid things, just so you guys know if you're wondering. Oh, we're still on primary only, so I'm still going to do that little trick we just said. I thought that was a pretty cool idea, actually. So we'll get rid of you. I don't know why I got MOAB press. And we'll spy this one for 2720. And just all these towers are so good. Primary only is still my favorite, guys. You guys know that. It's just such a cool one with all these awesome towers that can do amazing things, and you just know you're going to be okay because you have attack that can destroy everything and a dart that can also destroy everything. But unfortunately though, if you guys haven't seen it yet, we did Dark Path, and it was so awful because you put the attack up at the front, but it like the way the track works is that the front isn't where it should be, or it just didn't allow you to attack how you should be. And it was so crazy to me how that was working, and we just kept getting the attack and it wasn't doing anything good. It was so weird. So we're gonna go like this one. Oh my gosh, seriously? Oh my goodness, why can't he pop? Why can't that tower pop black balloons? I can get that guy. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's just do this. Let's just do this. I know we could go with the crossbow, but I just don't want to today. I want to change it up a little bit. But that was pretty gross. Like, when did they change that? I know every time I say that, but do I have to go with the middle path? Is that why? But I think we're just adding one of these and one of those and one of those. I think we're pretty good here. That'll do most of the work. And then I could alch buff it too. And then we're so golden here. We're so golden. But I like the crossbow master, but the problem is like he does take a little longer sometimes. I think this will actually be faster because we have everything up at the front and there's multiple things attacking. The crossbow master can only shoot so fast, and so I've noticed that he does let balloons come onto the screen. Yeah, for a fraction of a nanosecond, but it's enough that it stresses me out. So I figured this would be a little bit faster. Now, I don't normally like to say things in these videos that add to the date of time that it was filmed because then you might think it's outdated, but some of these strategies can last for months, if not years. But It was just Christmas 3 days ago. It's the 28th for me of December, and Christmas is my favorite time of the year. We just had our first baby. Oh, there's a level, 112. Let's see if we get another one so I can actually pay attention and remember if we level up more than once, which I don't think we do. But it was our baby's first Christmas, and she's already spoiled, let me tell you. Grandparents came in clutch and got her like every present from the store. I swear, this girl has enough for like the next 10 years. It's crazy. Other than the like lack of sleep and learning how to have a baby and taking care of a baby, it has been an amazing Christmas, and I got some really cool stuff. My wife bought me a Time Crisis arcade machine, the one from Arcade 1-Up. It is so awesome. I've loved Time Crisis forever. If you don't know what it is, you're too young for it. It's an amazing like light gun game that you used to play at the arcades, and it is so much fun. Now I have one at my house. It's so cool. So I want to ask you guys, first is, if you had Christmas, what was your favorite thing that you got for Christmas this year? And secondly, if you don't celebrate Christmas, what do you celebrate if you celebrate anything? I want to use this as a time of learning too. What other holidays are being celebrated out there, and how are you celebrating them, and what's your favorite part of them? Just tell me anything about your holiday season thus far, because I love to learn new things. But I just love Christmas. I think it's because my wife like nonstop watches those Hallmark movies, you know, where everything's like perfect and happy in Christmas, and they like have Christmas movies all year. I think there's like a Hallmark Christmas channel, and it's just like all year Christmas. And so I just love it. It's just like a happy time. Everyone's like nice, which usually I live in SoCal and like people aren't nice, and so like it's that couple days, couple weeks of the year where people are just like fakely nice, but it's still nice to have them. Like not everyone's, you know, throwing their finger up at you when you're driving and cutting you off. It's like everyone's nice and generous. It's crazy, and I love it. So hopefully the balloon gods out there are actually going to feel that same holiday spirit today and give us an awesome time on Alpine Run, even using our boy Churchill, since we are going into the spirit by having him slay Churchill. I just think of, all I can think of when you say slay Churchill is like I've heard people and the youngsters nowadays say like slay, you know, like I think it's like how we used to say, you're killing it, man. Now it's like, you're slaying it, you know? So that's all I think of. And I wonder if that's what their intention was by calling him Slay Churchill, or the fact that he's just in a sleigh. But what's kind of weird is like, since they went with Fusty the Snowman, why didn't they just make this a sleigh and make him actual Santa? Like they kind of did with some goggles, but he's like some crazy makeshift Santa. So like they should have just gone all in and made him Santa Churchill. Like that's what I'm thinking. Ooh, poopy brown border already. That's pretty cool. And I have to say it every time. It's like a thing where I have to say poopy brown border because it is. And we'll just start off like boomer this every time. I think this is like really cool. And if we go with that bottom one again, that's pretty cool too. Or the middle one, sorry, bionic boomer. But the worst part about Christmas for me is that it's so much anticipation. And it used to be the day after Thanksgiving, all the stores would start playing the music like nonstop, literally day after Thanksgiving all the way, I want to say to New Year's usually. But now they've raised it to where it's like November 15th. It's the middle of November, and we were hearing it all day long everywhere you go, which is cool. It's fine, but it's so anticipated, and you build up Christmas and you talk about the gifts and what you're going to do, where you're going to go, what family you're going to see, and then it comes and then it's gone. And then that quickly it's gone. And I used to have like 3 or 4 Christmases a year based on like different families and parts of families and stuff. And it's gone down to where it's like just 1 or 2 because like we have a kid now. And so it's just like all of this Christmas stuff, it's craziness, and then boom, it's over with. And now you have a couple more days and then New Year's, and then you're right back to like a new year, and you're like, oh man, now I got to work hard again. And it's just kind of a bummer, right? Like I wish it would just stay longer. And yeah, you could argue that Christmas is like all month long, which it pretty much is. Like they have the peppermint mocha at Starbucks, so I get that like all month long. But I think a lot of it is too, is that where I live, it's always hot. Like it rained a couple times in December, but 90% of the time it's just like 70, 80 degrees. So it's like really hard to feel like it's that snowy Hallmark Christmas when it's hotter than Hades, and you're trying to wear a sweater just to be in the sweater weather of Christmas, and then it's like just hot. So maybe that's just my thing. Maybe if you guys live in like Minnesota or Wisconsin, maybe it's like an actual Christmas and it's snowy and it's awesome. But regardless, I still love the time of the year, and I just wish it could be Christmas all year long. Like there's this Alan Jackson song called Let It Be Christmas, and I love that song. It's a good song, and it's about what I'm feeling. Sorry guys, if I could be Santa, I'd be Santa. I love Christmas. I just lost a camo balloon because I'm just so into what I'm talking about here. What should we do for camo on this one? I like the ninja but at the same time, like, oh, we can do Paukai. We can use him for this one because I have a big plan for Paukai coming up. Not for this run, trust me. I'm not gonna. What the heck is he doing up there? But I'm working on something that I've been trying to do for years, and I'm really excited about it. I'm taking down Muddy Puddle's chimps, and by me taking it down, I'm like legit copying CHIMPS strategy. If you guys don't know who CHIMPS is, he makes really good strategies, and he knows a lot about the game. I've known him for a long time, and so I asked him to make me like a dummy-proof strategy for it, and he's like, can you use Paukai? And I'm like, not really, but we can try it. And so I'm working on this strategy to finally black border Muddy Puddles, because eventually we're going to be hitting Muddy Puddles black border on this thing, and I don't even know where to start. So eventually I'm going to have a really cool Paukai strategy from CHIMPS, hopefully up. But for now, I'm just going to use him as a basic camo getter. But I just don't like how he knocks everything back. It makes it kind of slow. But for this, I guess it really doesn't matter. We could also just do this for camo too. Like just put this guy right there. There's so many things you could do on these easier modes. It's just so crazy. Just the world is your oyster, really. I'm sitting here waiting to try to get this guy, and I'm thinking like maybe it is slowing it down. I think it is moving everything back. I don't really like that. And then as soon as I do, like, it's overwhelming it. But I just think that it's too much for it. It seemed a little weird and a little slow. Like this just felt dragged out. So I'm hoping that's not the case. And we're just gonna do it like this. And I am gonna put this guy here to try to like get him some more range so he can, oh, see, now he can attack the front. We're on fire. Like this is a really good tower. You just gotta remember to use his ability. But once you use it, you can take down MOABs, you can take down everything. And then Churchill is helping. Does he have the most pops right now? He actually does. Okay, Churchill, you're not that bad. Can I buff him up and make him even awesomer? I think you can, right? Like, why wouldn't you be able to? Can you, no? Okay, there he is. I was saying, can you solo Churchill? Like, if he just had an alk buffed, overclocked village Churchill, he might be pretty awesome. I always want these Moab Maulers to be good and just take everything out, but I think it's the fact that they just attack so slow that they're not as good as I want them to be. But I guess if we just keep hitting the ability, eventually it'll pay off in the long run. But I need to think of better alternatives, because like double HP MOAB's gonna come up. And I think the best route for that is actually the bottom path of this guy. Because when we get that XXXL trap, that thing is killer on alternate Bloon rounds. It's good for all those fortified ZOMGs. It's good for, of course, all of the double HP MOABs. It's just a great tower, to be honest. But now I'm thinking about military only. I thought of another good tower for this map, and it rhymes with Schmartling Schmun. And if we can get him right here, he might be pretty good. Maybe not. Actually, that's probably a bad idea, to be honest, now that I think about it. It's going to overwhelm it pretty quickly. So maybe a sniper too to help, or I don't know, because we don't need any of the focus fire or anything just yet. Oh, and there's no water on this map. I just realized that. So there's no subs, no boats. And the boat's my favorite. He just looks so cool and happy all the time. So I have to think of something else here. See what I mean? Oh my goodness. That's not good. That's not the worst, but it's just not good. And so I think what we'll do here is we will do lock him in place, lock him in place. No, you can't lock him in place because he's stupid. Oh my goodness. Okay, what can I do? We're gonna go like this, and that doesn't do anything, and then that doesn't do anything. I just wasted some time there. Oh my goodness. I panic bot again, guys. I always do this stuff. So I'm gonna buy a sniper actually here. Oh my goodness, dude, just chill out. Just stop being stupid. All right, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna lock him in place. Right here. Oh, you just tab it? It just tabs over? Oh my gosh, that'd have been helpful years ago. All right, so we're gonna grab this one and this one and these two. And now we have an awesome camo popper, the cleanup crew. And I think we should be able to get laser shock and faster barrel spin, and that should keep everything above the track. That's what I'm hoping here. I do this so much. I forget about Churchill because he costs so much. I knew I was missing something. What an idiot. So now I'm gonna put him over here, and he'll be a cleanup crew for over here if it gets that far, and he's just gonna destroy everything in the front, which is nice. I'm curious to see how fast we can take out a MOAB with this. I have him on Razor rotors, so I know that we can't lose here, right? He's gonna follow him around the whole track, and we have Churchill to clean up this spot. But okay, using the ability, that wasn't the worst. But if I didn't use the ability, it probably would have made it all the way to here. And why is this guy not on his mark? What is he doing? But we all know that once you get Plasma Accelerator, game's kind of over, especially only going to 60. So I think we should just wait for that and call it a day. I mean, we could even sell this one to get it faster, and then you're super calling it a day. Heck, let's just do that actually. There we go. Game over. Now nothing literally can get past us, and Churchill block it all. What's really cool is I haven't seen a Bloon in forever. Like, there have been no Bloons on this screen, and a lot of it probably has to do with the plasma like hitting it right there, but I'm okay with that. Now what I need to see is how fast the MOABs. That wasn't the worst. That wasn't terrible, but I think we can do better by just grabbing another one of these guys, because I don't remember, but I think we got the monkey knowledge where they kind of cross pools, maybe. Oh no, we didn't get it. It doesn't do anything. That's a bummer. You get like this little pool here once you cross them over, and it just leaves it there, and so awesome. It just destroys everything. But I mean, it's not like it's terrible to have 2 of these just pinpointed in a spot. As you can see, it's just tearing up a Moab, barely going over it, which is really cool. So it'd be nice to be able to get this in chimps mode. Like, this would be pretty cool. And then get Ray of Doom, it would be awesome. But $80,000 and I think it's like 90 something in chimps is probably not gonna happen. But it doesn't matter. I have a better idea for chimps mode. It's gonna be really, really cool. And it's based off an old strategy that I have for this particular map, actually. Back in the day, I did it on like a chimps mode run, and this tower is just really, really fun for it. But now we're in the worst game mode. I think we're just gonna try to keep this easy on us and just put it right there, because then we get a lot of rooms to attack. Obviously, it's not gonna be the fastest, but I mean, it does what it does. So I'm kind of at this dilemma where, do I want to upgrade the dart monkey just to keep balloons from getting to the boomerang monkey, or should I just leave the boomerang monkey here and get Churchill as fast as I can? But then you think about it, and you could get a farm for 1125 or Churchill for 1800. Granted, Churchill should be able to like carry us through most of this, but at the same time, it just kind of feels weird. Like, it just feels so bad not to buy like a druid or something that could actually help us out right now, and to wait for $1,800. It's just, oh, it's not good. And it's not gonna work, to be honest. Yeah, we can't even do it. He's not hanging on right now. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get this one instead. I feel like that's a way safer option. Like, Churchill's good and all, but this guy's great, and he'll make sure that nothing can get past us, even like any regrows or stuff. He'll take care of it all. Camo, yeah, we're gonna get eaten alive, but that's okay. And I really need to get a farm. This is why Churchill stresses me out. Like, what's the order of operations for this kind of thing? I really need a farm, but I also need my hero. He's gonna help out a lot. Or will he though? Like, should we even worry about it? We could just get this and call it a day. All right, I'm gonna do it. Let's put him right here. I think it's still a good spot for him. Oh, no. Hang on, what's going on here? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? What the heck? Let's not and say we didn't. I'm taking a risk here getting a farm this late, but at the same time, I think we need it. Well, actually, I don't think we need it, but it's gonna help me out a lot. And then, yeah, I think we need it actually. We're only using 2 crossbow master or 2 crossbow monkeys, not even the good ones, sharpshooters, anything good to take down all of our camos, because he can't see camo yet. Almost can, but not quite. So it's a little risky business. And then we have just this guy. So it's probably gonna get a little overwhelming, but for now, at least it's working. So let's just keep on hoping and crossing our fingers here. And we're not going as fast as we possibly can, but we're not going terribly slow either. Like, sometimes it gets a little past us, but you guys know when it comes to Apopalypse, it doesn't matter. Like, all the rounds just keep going. So you're not like being penalized for it taking too long. It's only been that last round that it doesn't even matter. But eventually here, we're going to start getting overwhelmed by these Moab class. So I need to start buying something better. Oh, and if you weren't paying attention, I did this without a druid. That was my whole goal here in my head, was like, let's like try not to use a middle path druid to win this for once. And I think this one's just as good, if not better, because he can take down everything just as well. Well, that's not true. The druid's way better because it keeps everything at the front, and then it can like last second get everything at the back end if you mess up. So hey, don't even compare those things. But I am gonna get a village for this guy so he can have some camo so he can help out too. This is one of the easier ones. Oh my gosh, I've never like had it not be this much of not a problem. Like, usually I'm way overwhelmed with this stuff, and this has been no big deal. Oh my goodness. And I can just put this here to clean up. I think we just beat it. I think we're done. That was so fast. And I didn't have any panics. That was actually cool. I mean, I guess technically in the beginning we had like a little baby panic, but nothing crazy. And now we're on reverse. I hate reverse, but we'll get through it. And then, oh, it's a exact same situation. That is pretty funny, actually. We can just put the same boomerang here. Just like, imagine you're just turning your head this way. Like, picture your head's looking straight, but you just turn it sideways, and that's all this is right now. So that new hero Corvus has been out for probably a couple weeks now, and I want to know, do you guys like it? How have you been using it? I did a poll on it, and a lot of people just kind of thought it was a little too much. He costs too much, a little too much difficulty to use. You gotta know too much about the game. Just too much, it would be the word to describe the new Corvus. I think he looks awesome. I think he is awesome, but I want to know if you guys have been using him, because what I was thinking about the other day was like, I've always wanted like a new Bloons game, like a RPG, right? Where you gotta go around with your little dart monkey character and you gotta work him into new classes. For instance, you gotta turn him into like a boomerang monkey, so he has to go to boomerang school and ninja school, but they all start off as a dart monkey. You kind of build it up from there. Now, I know it's completely random what I'm talking about. It really doesn't make any sense, but my point is, like, I want to turn this Bloons game into more of a skilled game too, or an RPG like game where there's more to it than just plopping down towers and popping balloons. And I think Corvus kind of fits that bill. He changes the game. Like, he kind of already did with Geraldo's shop. He had all those little excess things you could use. But now with Corvus, if you think about it, you can somewhat solo with one tower, meaning it's not just a plop and drop tower. you now can take a whole other aspect into the game and use your skill and your knowledge of him to beat it. So for instance, like it's like a shooter game, for instance, where you have to use your skill to take out the opponent. You can't just plop a guy down and have him win, right? And so I thought that was a really, really cool idea. Now, can I implement it? No, I'm terrible with him and it makes no sense. All I do is I pop him down, and then as soon as I get like a full graveyard of like 800 souls, I use his first ability thing and just let that sit there forever. And then I use his thing to like build up his soul thing some more. And that's kind of like rinse and repeat. And then I use the choppy SpongeBob hands to take down the Moab class. And so far that seems like a pretty legit way to play, but I just know there's so much more to him. And you know what the thing is though, is like I'm so overwhelmed by it that I don't want to take the time to learn it. Same with Geraldo. Like I'm really not good with him. Like I know the basics of him, but as far as like his intricate things and how people just destroy chimps with Geraldo, I'm so bad at that. Cause like I am a plop and drop guy. I talk so much smack on how I want to like to be more intense or this or that, but then I'm lazy. I just want to place a tower down and have it win, you know? And so I don't know. What do you guys think about Corvus? But I've already heard the negatives, like he's too much this. Tell me the positives. Like what do you think about him positively? But I do appreciate all the new aspects and mechanics they bring into this game at Ninja Kiwi, but at the same time, like I wish they would just make like a new tower that's not crazy. Like Beast Handler, again, another tower I don't really use because there's so much going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, my head's spinning. I just want like a cool sword monkey, and you'd think like Sada, but I mean like no, like there was that mod that I did a while back, and 2D did it too, where you get like a sword monkey and he's like a paladin or a knight or something like that. Like just make a new tower that's just a plop and drop, but he's just fun, right? I think that would be really cool. Or like instead of a sniper monkey, have it be like a gun monkey. Like he has a machine gun, so it goes, and it's like kind of like this machine on this guy, but it's different. It's not a hero. I'm just throwing random towers down here to see what works and to make it win. And so far, I think we're on really good time. I remember to stay in like the top 6 running, you need to be in hard mode by like 48 minutes, and we're gonna be there, so that's pretty good. I don't think there's 2 minutes left of this, especially if we keep adding more stuff just to kind of like wreck it through. But this tower is just overpowered. He already caught up to the pops of our highest pop guy right here at 11,000. And then he's at 16 and he's already caught up to 18,000. So this thing's a little busted, let's just say that. I mean, you could just, we've talked about this before, you could just solo everything with the Prince of Darkness pretty much and just beat every game mode super, super fast on most maps. I think even some double pathed maps, it doesn't have to be a single lane map, you could just destroy it with him, which is just pure insanity. There's our silver border. We're already on hard mode in under 48 minutes. I think we're doing pretty good. We're gonna put this scar here and this scar here, and that's gonna be like our little start. I think I like this one a lot. I don't know what it is. I really dig in the boomerang today. And I do think that's the problem. I think we used Churchill too soon on an advanced map, which was just stupid. I was like, oh, it's another brick. It's not that difficult. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it was another brick that we used Churchill. And he was just like, by the time he got him, it was like level 50. There's just no point. But so far he's been pretty good, and I'd rather get him than a farm, because a farm I have to like pay attention and do stuff. But Churchill, I just place him down and he keeps everything at the front. I couldn't ask for more. Unless he gave me money too, then that would be pretty awesome. Waiting for 1945 though is a little intense, let's be honest. But that's, I mean, that's the name of the game, I guess. So there we go. We're gonna place him right here, have him just shoot right into the track. And then I have a kind of a fun idea to get through hard mode relatively quickly. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but I've been a kind of a boomerang fan right now. Boomerang stan, as they say. All these new slang terms, I feel like one of those old guys. I feel like it's when I was a kid, my dad would say words like rad, or was that what he would say? I think he would just say like things like rad, and I'd be like, Dad, come on, man, you're not cool. The word's cool and tight and awesome. Like that's what we say nowadays. And I feel like that guy when I say the new words nowadays. Like there's words I won't say. Like you're never gonna catch me say cap. I think that's the dumbest thing, but I get it. Like that's just, things change over time. Oh my gosh, I keep doing this with a stupid camo because I keep thinking Churchill pops camo and he doesn't. Not for like 10 more years. And I know back in the day, like in the 70s, wouldn't they say like, that's radical, man? Or or maybe that was a California thing, like tasty waves or whatever they say. But just the new words are so funny. Like everyone says that's cap for lying, and it makes zero sense to me. Like why would that be what means no lying? Like it doesn't make any sense. But I get it. I'm getting older, and you know, things change. Like for lying, we say you're lying, or no, that's not true. We say you're full of poo, but like the worst word. And that's what we say for Nah, man, you're full of it. That's what we'd say. What always amazes me about these runs, though, is that I can just have full-on conversations with myself for like 2.5 hours, and I never run out of things to say. And I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Like, oh my gosh, I come into it and I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I even talking about for that long? It's just so crazy. But I love bouncing all these ideas off with you guys and having you let me know in the comments below what you think about what I'm saying and your own versions of what I'm saying. I get a lot of really cool comments, so thank you guys for that. Like in my last video, I started a new series where I'm trying to see if you can beat Impoppable mode with just one type of tower. So in this last one I did Druids only, and I was asking about Geraldo and how we can use Geraldo because, you know, Druids can't see camo and all that. And someone said, oh, my favorite way to use Geraldo is to not use him at all. And I thought that was so funny. That's like something I would say. Or I get people leaving these very, very detailed, oh my goodness. I get these very, very detailed comments on how to use towers and what I should have done differently, and I respect that so much. I think that's so cool they're taking the time. And then I get this one guy that literally on every single video puts in a timestamp for each thing, and I try to pin him on most videos. Sometimes I forget or I'm a little late to the party, but he makes a timestamp for every game mode, so it lets you know beginner, primary only, you know, so on and so forth. And it's a really, really, really cool thing. I'm sitting here just farming like crazy, completely forgetting that I have a job to do here, trying to pop balloons. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this guy to the Glaive Lord as fast as I can, because I think once I get that, it'll just be like game over pretty much. So I'm going to get this to camo so we can help out. But I just really wanted to say I appreciate you guys and all your love and support for this series. And I know we're not getting the same like crazy views that we're getting in the beginning, and people are starting to drop off and not go through the whole thing. But for those of you that are still here that have seen every single video of this series so far of how fast can you black border, you guys are awesome. To all the newcomers, you're just as awesome. And I really hope we can get through this. I hope I don't grow old and I'm like 70 years old still trying to beat like ouch chimps or something, because this is really fun for me. I really enjoy making these. Hate editing them, I'll be honest with you. Editing them was awful. Try listening to yourself talk for 2.5 hours. You want to just never hear yourself talk again. But I hope we can get through this entire thing. That'd be so awesome. Okay, we are not getting these MOABs fast enough. So I'm going to do this for now, and then we'll kind of come up with something different a little bit. This should just take out everything, and I might get like one more farm just to kind of save up a little bit. Maybe I need a little bit more coming on here, because to be completely honest, these MOABs are taking a little bit of time to take down, and I thought this guy would just shred through MOAB class. That's a little weird. I mean, I don't know if Alk Buff does anything. We can try it out. I mean, it doesn't hurt, because these MOABs are, yeah, I shouldn't even see the tips of them. It should just be destroyed right there with something like this, who just like instantly kills everything. That's kind of weird. I know the Bloons don't stand a chance on round 63, which is really nice. Yeah, I don't even see them. And that's what I was kind of expecting for at least like a lowly MOAB class, but we're still seeing a lot of them. But at least we have not seen a Bloon. That's kind of cool. Besides what comes out of the MOABs, and even then you don't see him, because this guy does, I think he used to have unlimited pierce, right? And he could literally shred through everything, and now he's kind of been capped a little bit to where he's not as good. And I kind of take back what I said earlier. Is he supposed to be Santa? I think he is Santa. Now he upgraded and he has a bag of toys there, or bag of balloons, whatever he's shelling out to people. But I think he might actually be Santa, but he just looks a little silly with his glasses maybe. Maybe he's like Super Santa. So this is what I like to see, or technically not see, is I don't want to see MOAB class, and I barely see a little tip of blue right there, and then we take them out. But technically I have an awesome 3rd tier and then 2 5th tiers. So all of that just to do this is a little crazy to me, but I don't think we could go much faster. We'd have to have, well, I mean, if I would have went with the top path Dartling right here and gotten him up to even, I think the 4th tier, I think would have helped out a lot too, huh? Instead of maybe going with Sun Avatar, or maybe, I don't know. I just thought that he's really good too. I could have saved my farms and probably bought him to speed it up, but we're going really fast. Like, we're barely seeing the tip of these things. I think I'm just being like overly picky here, and I just want that top time. So this always makes it a little faster if I can get it in time. 5,400. We're not going to get it, are we? Yes, we are. There we go. Awesome. Okay, make that thing go quick. Boom, done. Boom, done, boom, done, boom, done. Okay, there we go. Now we're on to double HP, right? We just talked about that. So it should be relatively quick since we thought about it in our 3rd eye, and now it should be, oh, it's magic monkeys only. What an idiot. I don't even know where I'm at half the time. So I think I'm going to start with a ninja here around the bend just to be safe, and then we'll move everything up. With this one, I'm going to go with the wizard monkey. I normally go with spirit of the forest, but I think wizard will be pretty solid on this because, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? What was I thinking? What else could I have done differently? Probably gotten a druid and placed him here. I was just trying to save a little bit of time, and guess what? With that, I spent more time. So I'm trying to go straight for Churchill, but I think I made a mistake, because if I would have just bought another ninja, placed them up here and gotten to the same exact 201 or 202, I think we would have been moving a lot faster, because we are waiting a few dozen frames to get these balloons to this guy to be able to pop them. Now, I don't know how critical that is, but it's a little silly if you think about it. And then, of course, oh my gosh. Okay, no, that was like almost bad. But we got it. We're good. I put him in a bad spot, but I was hoping for more coverage than for more just direct access to the front, because I just want to make sure that we're good to go, because I don't think we're going to have much money. I'm not going to get a Spirit the Forest this run, and he gives us $1,000 per round, which is a lot technically. So what I think we should maybe do, yeah, let's do this actually. We're holding up pretty well. I instantly regret that Churchill placement. That's a stupid, terrible placement, and it's making him so bad. Like, I'm actually very upset with myself for doing that, because it's just a little bit of overwhelmness and he just completely gets overtaken and can't do nothing for himself. Kind of a bummer. That's my fault though. I should have at least moved him towards the track more, because like, look at this range. Why is it all the way over here? If I would have just put him against the track here, it would have hit there and we would have been fine. But I'm hoping this isn't wasted efforts by buying the rubber to gold. I'm hoping I get a good chunk of money from it. I'm pretty much 100% certain I don't actually know if it's gonna work. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put this guy here and we're gonna buy this one. Well, actually no, we're gonna get camo first, huh? Oh my gosh, I totally realized that we have only this guy for camo. All right, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit on this one. I'm gonna see if it'll help out on the Moab. I really hope it will, and I think it should, but I don't know if this guy's gonna do anything for rubber to gold anymore, since this guy's attacking outside of the track that we have no access to. I'm a little confused, but I think it'll be fine. And we're gonna move this guy to here. Oh my goodness, that did not work how I planned at all. Okay, that was stupid. We're getting rid of you, and we're gonna buy this one now. Actually, I take that back. Would it be possible to get Prince of Darkness by 50 to take out these Moabs? Like, I just don't know how much this guy's doing. I'm hoping one day Ninja Kiwi can make some type of counter to see how much money you're getting from this guy. But based on the fact that I'm not getting any pops, I feel like I'm not getting any money, because he at least has to hit them, at least just one even, right? Okay, no, we're getting a lot now. So maybe we are, or is that the acidic pool like making all of those pops? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna stop with the money now, just because we need to make this work. I just need the Spirit of the Darkness just to take everything down. The Moabs are just making it all the way to here, and then on some instances all the way to here, which is just kind of gross. I mean, this kind of settles it that this guy's the best. I mean, look at his pop count. It's kind of ridiculous. And besides like a ZOMG, it can solo every single thing, and then just adding more popping power to it just makes it more ridiculous. Oh no, come on, man. We're doing pretty good. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. But my point being is that, I don't know. I feel like sometimes if we're going to go for like ultimate fastest, we should just literally use that one and don't touch anything else. Prince of Darkness is broken. I do think this is going to be the route we're going to take though from now on, and not on chimps obviously, because the boomerang's not as good. Like, he doesn't have two boomerangs, so we'll be able to last that long with that combo. But I think this is the better way to do it and then get a farm, because now that we have him here, everything's just kind of, look at this, just right there. That's as fast as we're going to be able to get it this early on for sure. So I should have enough time to be able to, oh my gosh, I say that and then it's just like going right past this as soon as I put the farm. How does it know I'm going for a farm? Is that like the number in the game that Ninja Kiwi's figured out that like, okay, you're going to have around this much money before things start getting crazy, and that's when it starts ramping up? I'm pretty sure that's how this works. But I have noticed that once he gets that machine gun on level 5, the nonsense kind of stops. Like, he kind of holds everything off as long as you have him in a good spot in the track, not in the middle like I had him before. He's actually doing really well. I think I should not have used him on an advanced map like another brick to start him off as like our first time using him, because he's holding up on his own. I would say he's like Sada level as far as like keeping himself going. I was able to get 2 farms. I should be able to get enough to get the big guy. Hopefully I don't screw that part up. Will we have enough? I need the Moab Assassin like 100%, and I don't know if we're gonna, oh my gosh, I don't know if we're gonna have it. I think I'm gonna sell this one to grab it just to be safe side, and then we'll sell it, buy this one, we'll be okay. Hopefully, come on. I'm gonna use the ability now. Oh, come on, dude, come on. But I don't care, we're gonna do this. Okay, now we got it. We got rid of it, we're gone. We're gonna get this one, and now he should be able to hold up, and we'll buy this one too just to be safe. There we go. Okay, now nothing will get past us. These 2 will take down Moab class a little bit, and then he'll do the cleanup. You know, I always try to do like something crazy or just try something different to make the double HPs go away. But what if we just went with this guy? I don't know if we'll have enough for it by the time it gets here, but maybe if I sell this one too. We'll only need $16,000. I mean, that is a lot though. Oh my gosh, dude, this is gross. Okay, we need something better here. Okay, let's not ever do that again. Okay, so let's sell you. And now we should be able to get this one, hopefully, before the next guy comes out. There we go. Now, hopefully, this will take it all out. Let's see. Oh, it's better. It's better, but like slightly better. Maybe if we can make him attack faster. That's not terrible. Not the worst. I'm thinking we should get rid of this guy and then buy another one like right here if we can. Oh, come on, man. Why you gotta do that? We need that double discount. So how about like right there? Then we'll super range this one. Having two of them isn't so bad. So I'm gonna try to throw in a third if I can fit him. I'd rather have 2 discounts for this, but I mean, whatever works. Actually, I still can, huh? I could do this and then give him that third one. But then I don't have camo for all of them. I don't need camo for all of them because he has his Ultra Vision. That's perfect. So I mean, technically with enough firepower, it doesn't matter what game mode you're on. You just need enough farms and everything to do this. And I'm just gonna buy this one up. Now we have the awesome Tech Tear, give him a little bit of a village. We're on 78, so we're gonna have the camo. Might as well get the camo here. And then I think on 80, I can just quickly zap it with this and we'll be good to go. And why not just throw this guy in there too? Who cares, right? Because after 78, we don't even need camo on those towers anymore because there's no more camo. We'll have him, and as soon as that thing hits 80, we're just gonna hit this Tech Terror thing, and this thing should disintegrate? I don't know. How much damage does this thing actually do? It's really good. Let's see, does it work? Nope, it didn't take it down. I don't even know if it actually damaged it. I might have gone a little too quick on that. Oh well. What are we on now? I hope it's not the hard one. Please don't be. It's half cash, isn't it? Oh, I knew it was, but like I forget and I like try to tell myself it's not real. So I'm gonna put you here. How about here actually? And then we'll put this guy here. And I think that's actually a very solid spot. We shouldn't have any problems. Though we're gonna work together, but then the Dart Monkey has that cool little angle to where he's like hitting 2 at once, sometimes 3. Oh yeah, look at this, a 0-0 is taking them all out. That's actually really cool. So I'm gonna actually upgrade it to a 2. I don't know if I should go to all the way to a 202 because then we will never get Churchill. And we really need Churchill. All right, this is taking just a awful long time, like a very awful long time. But luckily, I don't think we've lost. Okay, that was our first one, knock on wood. First one we've lost. We're gonna lose a camo bloon because I'm not gonna upgrade. We just need that 1945, and I think it'll literally change half cash forever because usually half cash is like the worst. But so far, it's not bad. It's just so low. So when we're trying to go as fast as we possibly can, like we're just blowing time right now, like so bad time. But this guy's doing so well. Like it is a perfect map for him. It's just perfectly hitting here like this, and it's awesome. But now we should have it right now. Okay. And then we just place him here, and now we're good. Because I don't know why I didn't do this that other round too. I put him like over there to where he hit all the way on this side, but he's in the middle. But now he can just shoot straight down the track, straight up the track, call it a day. But we do need to worry about camo. So what I am gonna do here is I'm gonna put a guy behind Churchill for now, like right here. We're gonna get Seeking Shurikens, Ninja Discipline. We're not gonna be able to pop them all either. That's a bummer. I didn't think about that. We might not actually be able to take down the Moab with what we have here. This is a bad idea. I don't know why I put a ninja right there. Like, why didn't I put him up higher so we can go quicker? What was I thinking? So I'm a little nervous here for 40, like very, very nervous. What I think I should do is sell both of these for the flame guy. That'll be 1,409. I'm just gonna do it now and see if it works. Oh, cool. We might actually, oh, that's awesome. Okay, I did not know that would work. That was awesome. I used the ability here, so we made it through it. We got monkey sense for the camo. There we go. We got a team now. We got an awesome team. So this is the thing I'm kind of going for here. I figured it with an embrittlement, it'll help take down all the Moab class with this guy and this guy. And then I need a village to give everyone that boost. I think this will be a good spot for it. It should hit the tack once I upgrade it, I think. There we go. We'll give everyone the speed boost. And we might as well get primary training because we're never going to have enough for MIB. So we might as well go with a 3rd tier. And at least this one will help out this guy and this guy. Now the problem is this isn't going to fix 63. Like 63 is a dead go with this. So we need a bomb. And I'm thinking here, well, in range of the village, but I don't want the alchemist to buff him. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. So we'll place him here and he'll just be like a cleanup of 63. I mean, I hope so. Are we going to do it? Oh, it's not the worst. Actually, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, but I'm gonna get some more upgrades here and then I could use, okay, why was the second one better? Maybe because the flame was like caught up or something. I'm gonna use Churchill's ability now and kind of clean it up, hopefully. Dude, that's so weird. That was bad. But considering we've only spent probably like 10 or 15 grand on this whole defense, it wasn't terrible. Like half cash is just hard if you think about it. What you do need to do is just use my code Dabloon in the Ninja Kiwi store, buy double cash. And then if you use double cash on half cash, it's just regular normal mode. And then on normal mode, you're gonna have double cash. So then, oh wow, that's a conundrum. Because now you are gonna feel like half cash is awful but it's like normal money. And so for regular people without double cash, it's normal cash, and that just makes it kind of crazy if you think about it. But for those of you looking for like somewhat of a guide for half cash, just put the tack down with the alchemist, and that'll take down most of your Moab class, BFB class, and then you need to clean up. So something like this. And I like to get the flame guy early on just because he's a really good damage tower for relatively cheap. And embrittlement just makes everything awesome. And sometimes he'll clip those really good rushes like on 63, and he'll take half of them down with his ice shards, and you're just like, what the heck just happened there? But what I want to do is have this guy as a cleanup. So like how we just lost some time there with the 78 rush. On the second 78 rush, we'll use a Phoenix, and it should make it like significantly faster, I think. Let's see if I can time it right though. So as soon as that thing pops out right now and then hit it, okay, that saved a lot of time there. That's what I was looking for. And then on 80, I'm just gonna use all 3 abilities at once. As soon as that ticker clicks over here, because we have that like barrage thing with Churchill, and then we have the Flame Phoenix, it should go quick. I mean, that wasn't the worst. That wasn't the super slowest thing I've ever seen in my life. But one more round 80 game mode, and then we are on to the crazy ones. We got alternate Bloon rounds now. I hate this one, but we'll make it work. We're just gonna get a simple ninja in this corner. And in this corner is the ninja. He's gonna miss half of his shots. It's gonna be kind of crazy, but he's in a good spot to where he can come back around if he needs to. And then I can put a dart monkey here. See what I mean? Look how long this is gonna take. Should I have bought a sniper? Probably. So I'm in this pickle here. So I would like to put a boomerang up front and just take down all the balloons, but that wouldn't help for any of the camos. And we are getting like a healthy influx of camos every few rounds. So I'm thinking I should just leave this set up here until I can afford Churchill and then start changing it up a little bit. But we're just losing so much time. And yeah, it'll eventually speed up, but my goodness, like these little times count if we were trying to get that first place spot off of Cubism, which is a crazy time. And what's funny is after like 4,000 or 5,000 hours in this game and tons and tons and tons of levels and everything, I still have zero clue how this game mode works. Alternate Bloon rounds just drives me nuts. Like it says it's alternating Bloon rounds, but then why do we get a fortified Moab on round 40? Like what explains that? And why on 36 are we getting a big rush of camo region yellows than a big pink rush? Like how is that? What is it alternating? It makes zero sense to me. But to speed this up, I'm gonna go with like Old Faithful here. Oh no, I don't have any camo. Oh, dude, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Just do this. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Now I can get rid of the camo LEDs. But I'm gonna go with the Old Faithful strategy here, because if I get an alchemisted ninja Bloon Jitsu, it'll carry through most of this as it is, and it'll let us like catch back up on our speed, and then I can farm. Like as you can see already, double shots killing it. Okay, this is my point. This is why I get so stressed out. They say if you place the alchemist right on the tower you want him to use, it'll use him more, but he's throwing the acidic mixture dip to Churchill like just as frequently, and it's driving me kind of crazy. And he shouldn't be. Oh, okay, I guess he's not. Am I wrong here? Okay, he is. No. See, that's the acidic mixture dip. It should be on the ninja all the time, but it's not, and that's just so weird to me. But what are we gonna do about this big old Moab on this one? I think for this, we'll just put this guy here for now, and then it'll be like a nice cleanup. So we'll take it out and then let this guy clean it up. Okay, not bad. That's not the worst. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not the worst. And then we'll get a couple farms here because I want to get a XXL trap if we can. Okay, we're taking way too long here. Maybe if I outbuff this guy a little bit stronger, it'll be good. How can I take out these fortifieds a little better? I'm getting wrecked on, like a lot wrecked on. So I'm thinking here with this guy again, because he's really good, but just getting it to that point. Oh my gosh, already a BFB on 54. Are you kidding me? We're getting dunked on. Like we haven't lost any lives, which is great, but just come on, man. So I think my problem is, as usual, is like I was trying to go for something kind of unique. Like we've used this before and it's really, really good. That's why I wanted to use it on alternate Bloon rounds. But then like if I just would have put down a bunch of supers or just more damaging towers, I think we would have been fine. Like a flame tack up front would be amazing, like super amazing. I'm kind of thinking like, should we change up to that too? Just like right now, just have it be awesome. Actually, XXL trap is so good though. Oh my gosh, XXL trap or flame thingy. Let's do it. Let's do the XXL. I don't care. I'm a quitter, I guess. What the heck? I did my math right. I had 20 grand in there, so I needed 31. Dang it. Oh well. We'll still be fine. I'll get rid of this one, and then we'll buy this. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Kind of goofy if you think about it, but hey, it works. And then we need to move this over to that side, right? Because doesn't it affect it if I make him going a little bit faster? And we need camo too, Honda, so we can take out everything. Yeah, you can't go any faster than this. This is ridiculous. This is awesome. And just in case they want to mess with us, we'll go like this. Attack zone? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Now we can just give this guy some camo and he can take down 78 for us. So we are going, I mean, relatively slower in the beginning on half cash and alternate, but we haven't made any dire mistakes. We haven't lost, and we're already going to be on Impoppable soon. So I could see us having, ooh, that went too far. Well, that's actually fine for this guy. I could see us getting like a top time. I don't know about top 1, but also I didn't think we were going to get top 1 time with Cubism, and we did. Because I was like, oh, these longer tracks are going to have the worst run here, but we're getting them so fast. An XXL trap is just a beast. Come on, like there's nothing fast. I don't think there's anything faster. It's destroying it as soon as it comes out. I mean, maybe a Ray of Doom. Yeah, maybe a Ray of Doom because it's a constant attacking tower and there's no downtime or uptime. Like even Apex Plasmaster, when we get that on Impoppable, it has to like attack, but this thing's just always attacking. Oh, where's it at? Oh, we sucked it up with this XXL trap. That was around 80. That's funny. Okay, but now here's the kicker. The round 100s here to stay, and I'm a little nervous about it, to be honest. But I think we can get this one here and then start with this one here, and that should be our same get going what we've been doing. Or it's going to be different now that we start on round 6. We don't start on round 4 and round 1 like we do on the other ones, though. That's kind of scary. And I'm guessing, yeah, 2160 for Churchill now. That is so much money. I don't know if we're going to be able to get all the way there with just these 2 towers. So what I'll do so we don't have any crazy hangups trying to get to Churchill is I'll put a sniper here just on strong. And so if anything gets past our bow, we can actually just hit it on this side before it gets all the way to the end of the track. See, like that worked out pretty well, popping it right there. Round 19 is when we finally get this guy. That is pretty insane, to be honest. But with these 3, I think we have a pretty good setup. He'll take out leads and just keep circling. This guy takes out everything. He'll soon take out camo lead, everything. And then he's kind of keeping everything up at the front. So I'm liking it. I think we can farm now because we definitely need to start farming. Otherwise, we're going to get dunked on. Or it's already round 30. We don't even have 1 farm yet. This is crazy. Around 27, close enough. I'm a little worried about this first Moab, so I'm going to do what we've been doing. And I think it's actually kind of fun. If I can get it, that is. I'm going to try to get to the Moab Assassin by 40, and I think we can. And then I'll just quickly use the ability, make the round instant easy, and then sell it. Oh, we'll definitely... Well, actually, will we have enough? Maybe. No chance. Dang it. We'll use his ability, and that should be quick enough. I mean, it's not the best. Ah, geez, okay. I'm just going to buy all these ones then. Forget about it. Because Churchill is holding this down. So, oh man, I feel kind of actually bad for how much smack I talked on Churchill on that one run, but he's doing relatively good. I'm happy with him. And if we get this one for this cleanup right here, that's going to solve a lot of problems. And this one will solve a lot of problems. And now my favorite part, getting the discounts. We start getting that big money on those double discount Monkeyopolises, all that good stuff. We are getting overwhelmed though. Like, should I just buy this guy? I think I should. Probably should have bought it in range of the villages since it's so much cheaper, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. Well, it does matter. We're going to lose a lot of time that we could have been saving up money, but this should help us solve like all our Moab problems. Okay, I lied. It's not really solving all of our Moab problems, but I need this. Like, this is so much more important to me right now is getting this one. So we're just gonna have to eat it. That's fine. It's fine. As once we get the money, that's when things get crazy here anyway. So we'll buy this one. We'll sell this one. We'll put a farm in range here, hopefully. One farm. Yes. Okay, Monkeyopolis. There we go. And then we'll this one here. And now we got this crazy money coming in. Maybe this will help out for now. Like this one right there. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And with 11,000 we sell and we have this one ready to go. There we go. But now what do we do for 63? I don't have a good tower in mind. I mean, maybe we can get Crossbow Master and that. Yeah, maybe. We do have a lot of money. If we could do that, we might be solid. I don't know if a crossbow can take down 63 though. It's kind of gross when I think about it. But this one's worth 5,000. Yeah, we'll actually have enough. That's insane. This is like the ultimate farming way. If you guys know of a better or a faster farming way, and don't use that stuff with like the middle path farms, that's too stressful for me and I don't really get it half the time. It's just because I forget to do it. But if you know like a faster way than doing what we've been doing, like let me know because this is awesome to me. But with a crossbow master here, I should be able to get like a few more farms. And the reason why is because we unlocked something great. We finally got the boomerang Paragon, and I think I can afford it. Like, I think we can go the distance and get it, and that would be really, really cool. So I overdid it with 5 farms on this one, but like I said, I'm going to try to go for the boomerang if I can. So I got the boomerang up front to like speed this up a little bit. And then what I think I should do is just get Ray of Doom to guarantee we're not like stalling at all as far as like time wasting and stuff, because we're doing really good. But Ray of Doom will make it even better. And since we're getting so much money, like look how long that takes. I should be using abilities, but I always forget. Oh man. But we're already almost there to having this guy. He's 96,000, which is insane, but we're getting so much money now that we have 5 farms plus this guy. Like we have made tons and oodles of money. All of them made their money back, I believe, except for maybe this one. And there it is, Ray of Doom. Oh my goodness, that's so sick. And then we just go like that, like this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we're good. Now nothing's gonna get past us, and I think we can start saving up for the good stuff. If I'm right, I think we can actually make this. The problem is though, I may have not actually clicked it. That could be an issue. Oh my gosh, okay, real quick. It doesn't matter, I can not waste it. Okay, unlock, boom, okay, we're good. $330,000. And I have 20 times 5, which is 120. I have $120,000. Oh, my dream might actually be crushed here. You know, actually, I think I could pull this off. So that's 120, that's 240, and that's gonna be 340, and that's more than enough here. Let's do it. Let's do it. I did it. Is it gonna be enough? Okay, like that was not worth it, but I just felt good finally getting it on the run, and that worked. Now we're on the final one here. We're on chimps mode, the final one, and we're done. And I think what we'll do is we'll just keep it safe by putting a boomerang back here like we've been doing, and I think we'll be okay with that, hopefully. Maybe? Remember, we don't get double boomers anymore, so there could be a chance this messes us up completely. Oh my goodness, come on, buddy. I'm gonna get the long ranges to help it out. That was close, that was too close. And there we go with our glives. Okay, this isn't the best I can ask for, but it's working. Is it not gonna work? Dude, I need a sniper like stat. Oh my goodness. That's all I'll get first, a sniper, and then I'll get the rest of the upgrades for this guy. No, we're gonna lose. Dude, come on, man. Don't lose. You got this. There we go, that works. A dart monkey's fine too, that's fine. We're doing really good. Like we might make a solid time right now. I don't know about first, we might make like a second, third, or fourth right now. This is pretty good. Or who knows? Who actually knows? Don't count us out yet. I'm gonna put a sniper right here, like right there. How about right there? That'll like help clean up a little bit. And we'll put this guy there, and now we should be able to get Churchill anytime now. Hang on, why is he 2160? I thought on Poppable he's more. That's kind of weird, right? Or was it more and I wasn't actually paying attention? Was it like 2300? And can you believe it? We have not used the druid this entire run. I think that is actually really cool. I haven't done that yet. And I'm using like fire guys, and I feel like it's to combat the ice, which is really fun. I don't know what's going on here. Well, I think we'll have enough for 2160 right now. Yes, okay, that is awesome. We'll place him right there. Help us out, Churchill. Look at him pierce all the way down to here. That is awesome. I'm kind of digging Churchill now. I think it's because he looks like Santa's, like Santa present Santa thing going on. That's really cool. I don't have camo. What an idiot. Okay, we'll just use him for camo for now. And then I think what we're gonna do is use him for like our basic lead. Like, yes, we have Churchill, but I want this guy to eventually help with the MOAB, so that'll be fine there. Now, I don't know where I want to put this guy, but this is my thing I was telling you about. This is what I want to go with, is a top path 5th tier for the plane. This is what I did a long time ago, and it was a really fun and cool strategy. I'm thinking if I place it here, it'll be like the best spot. Then I can place a village and an alchemist on him. Yeah, I think this is actually not terrible because of the whale cycle. And then we're gonna go all the way up with this one. Do I really not have anything for camo again? What an idiot. Just do camo, dude. Like, Churchill, what are you doing? Like, aren't you supposed to see camo? Like, that drives me crazy. Okay, Churchill can pop camo now, so he's gonna be taking care of everything, which is awesome. I just want to get Operation Dartstorm before 40 because he'll be a perfect cleanup. He'll go super fast. And then the problem is though, is I just don't know how fast this tower is. I don't want to screw up our really awesome time by going for a tower that's a little slow. I know that once he finally gets there, he's just a boss, but it's just getting us to that point. Like, right, like if I put him like this, look how much damage he does, and he comes back and kills everything. I'm thinking that might be a little better spot too, because then it just hits everything. I don't know, honestly. And Sky Shredder costs so much. Am I doing the right thing here? Sometimes doing the right thing isn't doing the right thing, you know? But I'm gonna do this and give everybody a village. So you get a village. Oh, you're never gonna get a village. Like, dude, he's on the, gosh, that drives me nuts. Look, he is on there 95% of that stupid monkey, and it's not gonna be enough. Oh my gosh, we don't have enough camo. Okay, let's get this one then. There we go, camo. I think to help us get to that point, we are gonna use this one. I think that'll help a lot because for not that much money, 11,880, it tears it up like it's a 5th tier. It holds us off for a while, takes out all the MOABs, all the BFBs, all that kind of stuff. Only thing I'd have to stress about a little bit, it's going to be a round 63. I really wish this guy was in range of the village that he's in range of. That's just so dumb. But it's like, if you watch the range here, like, okay, the corner of Churchill's little sleigh, like in that area, well, that's not a good judgment, is it? Well, in between this little area right here, watch, I'll barely put it and he'll be in the range of the village. Like, you barely have to touch it and you know it's not there, but just barely touching his foot to it'll work. But this one, 90% covered on the bottom, no, that doesn't work. That makes no sense. But now with this, we shouldn't have any more slippages. It should just take everything out. Honestly, I think we screwed up by going with this one. But if we can get it to Sky Shredder, that's when things are just gonna start speeding up. What if I center him up here to where he only flies in this area? No, it's too big of, it needs to be like a tighter circle. I think that's the problem. We'd be better off just going like, yeah, this one, I guess. Here's 63. Let's see how it works with this. Oh, wow, it's not bad. I think a lot of it's this guy, to be honest. Let's see what his thing does. Yeah, he goes up a few thousand. And then let's check this one out. He's at 9,100 and he goes, oh my God, he actually really sucks. The Monkey A sucks. But I know Sky Shredder is good, so once we get that one, we'll be okay. I mean, it might cause my eyes to distort a little bit, but other than that, I think it's gonna be awesome, and we should have it in the next 10 rounds, but I just feel like we're wasting so much time in between then. Like, if I would've gone with an Apache Prime, we'd already have an Apache and everything would be stuck up here, but everything is stuck up here for the most part, right? I stand by what I say. This tower is amazing. Like, the 4th tier is so good. Like, do you even need a Ray of Doom? You can just get like 6 of these guys and you're golden. He is making it to where this isn't a very slow run at all. Yeah, we are losing a little bit of time here and there, but we're gonna easily get a Sky Shredder. I mean, granted, it's a beginner map, but when you have a long path like this is a great tower. And it's my fault too. Like, if I could just time it better, and by timing it, I mean clicking it at all, I could just like click this every time I see Moab BFB classes come out a little too far, but I forget. But like right now it's perfect for the barrage, and that made it a little bit quicker there. Like, I have abilities, might as well use them. Oh my gosh, watch it get too overwhelmed right now. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. Like, what the heck's going on? At this time of night? What are you doing? Can you hit all these? I hope so. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh no, no, no. We're right at the cusp of there. That seriously, that sends me to early graves. I just wasted so much time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 2 in a row because I just was getting a little bit. Dude, why is it when it rains it pours in balloons? I swear. I was like, I don't need a dart monkey because I was doing fine before, and now I'm all just completely flustered here, just screwing up everything. And it's because I had the sniper on strong, and instead of moving him to first, I sit there and watch the balloons leave the screen. That's typical, man. Now I'm just completely flustered here. We could still get it under 230, I'm pretty sure. No, can we do it in 11 minutes? Maybe, I don't know. So there's round 40, and I had to drop a bomb last second and upgrade this guy. I don't know what is going through my head right now, but basically what I'm trying to do is double discount a tack, because I know the tack will be super fast. And if I double discount it, I can get both the primary training and, oh cool, 2 levels. We were wondering about that. And jungle drums, everything good on this guy. So like that, and I can get Monkey Intelligence Bureau once he becomes the big dog later on. Now what I want is to make sure I can get embrittlement later, but with 2 of them if I can. Oh, you can't? Okay, there's 2, so that's good. And then I want to alch buff this one right now, like this. And he's in range of 2, that's perfect. So this should do a lot of the work for us at this point. I do think I put it up a little too high though, because I'm missing a lot of balloons that I normally wouldn't. And so it must be because of the height. But I think with this one, it should be okay now. And then we can put this guy in range of both of these, I think. Let's get both of them in there like that. Double discount it. There we go. Oh, but I always do this. I always screw up, and I shouldn't get this until after I get MIB, because then it just completely makes this guy useless. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Because what happens is he freezes a lot of the balloons, and then we're just sitting there missing all the good balloons because we're hitting frozen ones. But if he embrittles them right, it should be okay. Now, before I buy anything, we're going to see how 63 plays out, because I feel like I'm messing up a little bit. I'm going to buy Glives just in case. I think that was a waste of money, but it's better than not having it and then just getting wrecked on, so I'm okay with that. So now we will no problem take everything out. Just everything will go away at this point. But later on, we're going to get overwhelmed. We're going to get over-pierced, the whole 9 yards. So what I'm thinking is I'm wondering if I could put the top path tack, if we could get it all the way up to the top. If that would work, that could be pretty insane. I just don't know if we can get $49,000 because we died on 75. I could see that happening again, to be honest. So like I went with the tax just to make sure that we speed through this as fast as possible, but I do want to also make sure that we still win. This isn't a guarantee, even though tax are awesome. I have the MIB, I have the primary training, I have the embrittlement, I have the alchemist. It's still not a guarantee because 49,000 is a junk load of money. So what I'm thinking is like worst case scenario, last minute, what we can do is throw one of these guys down and get the top path, and then it's a perfect cleanup. We have all this room to clean up and we'll be good to go because all we have to do is shred the top balloons and we're done. And actually, while we're screwing around with this, why don't we have this guy here? Like I should at least have this one to Moab glue on strong right there, because then like on this one, it'll at least hold him there long enough so the attack has more time to attack. Yeah, we just took 75 and 76, no problem. Okay, that's my plan. And if I can get 49 for this, we're gonna do it. If not, we'll go for glue and it'll be a little slower, but it will still be awesome. You know what I don't like about Churchill though? I just looked down for 1 second and I almost lost on 78 because I didn't have enough like camo destroyers. And the problem with Churchill is that he doesn't have like a oh crap mechanism like Sada has, or Etienne has this UCAV ability, the second ability, or Sada with her second ability. You have all these things to like capture you and you feel like you just made a mistake, but this guy does not have that. Like you can barely hit his first ability and it does some stuff, but nothing to write home about. So that's really scary. Part of me is thinking I should just get the, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm not screwing with this. Let's just do this one. Let's just get this one now. Okay, now I know that nothing's gonna happen, and we'll just get this one too. So now I know that we're gonna clean up everything. Everything's fine, we're golden, we're good. It might just move a little slower. And now we can save up and just buy something at the end to make it a little stronger. Maybe something like a Moab Eliminator. We have double discounts on everything, so it'll be okay. Gosh, it's just getting too far. But primary towers are bomb though. Look it, we have 90% of primary and they're awesome. You know, we can still get Sky Shredder for about the same cost of buying this one. We can build up a Sky Shredder. I think we'll save, no, not save. We'll spend like an extra 3 grand, which isn't the most if you think about it, considering that we're just gonna get a fat influx of money in the next 3 or 4 rounds. We could do Sky, yeah, that might actually be a good idea. It'll be better than going for the flame one. I just like to, when I buy a tower, I wanna finish it off and get it. So that's kind of my thing for that, but I don't know, this is pretty cool if we get that. But do you see how much wreckage these things do? This is why I'm not upset with what I've gone with. It's a little slower, but it's awesome. And here's 95, we should be okay. I haven't even seen a Moab yet. Okay, there's the DTs, but okay, no. And this guy cleaned it up, he did his job, I'm happy. I think I can do it, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna get the double discount on it and call it a day. Oh my gosh, we got it. Oh yes, heck yes, do it. That is so cool. Now he's just gonna Sky Shred everything. I'm gonna put his like centered path right here and just let him just take out everything. That is so cool. It's actually pretty bad, to be honest. I'm trying to like pump it up to make my purchase feel better, but it's like not doing anything. It's pretty stupid, to be honest. Maybe if I alk buff him, because I know that helps, but it's gonna just hit the boomerang instead, because that's how this game works. So I'll buy a couple. Okay, we are on 100 though, huh? Can take it out? Take it out. Okay, we missed it with the tack. That's great. That's actually super great. The tack didn't take it out. But Sky Shredder will though. I know he will take it out. Okay, thank you. I'm glad we had the glue. If we didn't have the glue, we would have lost right now. Let's hurry up here. Hit play, go double. There's Alpine Rune FN9. 2 hours, 36 minutes, and 27 seconds. Where does that put us at here? Ooh, that's one of actually our worst times. We have a lot under 2 hours and 30 minutes. That puts us at 13th place. Right above tree stump under 1-2 tree. Not terrible, so 13th out of 21. That's not the worst thing I've ever seen. But it's, I mean, we did lose on chimps not once, but twice. I'll put in what our time would have been right now, but off the top of my head, I'd say it would have been around probably like between 5th and 8th place if we didn't screw up that chimps run, because that was actually going pretty smoothly. But regardless, we have Winter Park left for our winter map Wonderlands, and I believe we have Erosion, but Erosion, I have no idea what I would do with that one. And it looks like we can't even do it until we beat another intermediate. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, Quiet Street. Okay, we still get to do one. I should have done that one. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Quiet Street. All right, that'll probably be our next one as we get through these Winter Wonderland maps, which will let us then get into Erosion. It's gonna be awesome. We did get a couple levels here. We're at 113, so let's spend that monkey money. Well, that would have been convenient. Monkey Ace costs 10% less, but that's not on chimps mode, so that doesn't matter. Oh, this is nice. Juggernaut does 2+ damage per shot to Moab class balloons. We've been using Juggernaut a lot. And Tack Shooter can pop frozen balloons. I didn't even know that was a monkey knowledge. That's very, very helpful. That will make our ice tower and them have the perfect synergy. But that's going to be it for today. Hit the like button if you liked what you're watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And check out this video where we take on another winter map, but this one, it's an advanced map on Dark Path, and how fast were we able to black border it, you can find out here. Or you can check out this video where we find out if we can beat Impoppable, one of the hardest modes in Bloons TD6 with just druids.